Blaney's rejoining there, they're all three wide. Neil's trying to get involved and Blaney hits them both off. Blaney comes back on the track, hits both cars. It's the right on the back of Bradders into the hairpin on the inside. Bradders outbreaks his own. They both pass, as hard to say. Stevie passes them all straight through. Oh, Callum's lost it! Callum's lost it! What a recovery! He uses the wall, but what a recovery there from Callum. Let's have a look at Steve. Now Stevie holds his own around the outside. And no way Jose, but then gets a slow run out of the corner. Bids us right up on the outside of him again. This is brilliant. LPB Wtcr Championship Round 10, Race 2 from Sugo. Hi everyone and welcome back to LPB Racing for the LPB Wtcr Championship on Project Cars 2. This is race 2 of round 10, our final round of the championship. So race 2 here at Sugo. Let's take you through the grid for this one. So random grid on our drone camera. Let's take you through. So it is Bert on pole position in the Mercedes, with Intrepid alongside in the fellow Mercedes as well. We've got Neil Farmack and Pash on row 2, the two McGanns there, the Smoking Tyres crew. Darren in 5th in his BMW. Then we've got Blakeney 6th in the Renault. We've got Growley 7th in the BMW. He's in for this one. TY in 8th in the McGann. We've got Stevie in the BMW in 9th, with Nifty in 10th in the Mercedes. Bradders in the Renault in 11th, with Cy Racing in 12th in his Beamer. We've got Twerdy in 13th in a Renault, and Bidster right at the back of the grid for this one in his Renault. So let's get on with the start of the race then. Here we go, ready for the off here at Sugo, and away we go. Oh, what a start from Neil Farmack. That was either a brilliant start or a false start, but he gets a good incident at the back, massive incident already. Cy Racing, and we've got Bradders, Twerdy, Bidster involved. Twerdy's on his roof. Oh, it's all happened so far. I think that was a bit of lag, but we'll have to see. TY's pulled over. He's got massive lag issues. That might have been what caused it, but we'll have to see. But everyone else, Neil Farmack's away. Bert second place. Intrepid's behind, I think. We can't really see because the camera's going funny already. As Bert over the curb, Intrepid right behind, and then we've got Pash closing up as well. As Darren's lost it in his BMW, he's rejoining in 6th place. Further back we've got a few. Bradders is lagging like hell. Bradders is lagging like hell as Bidster goes around the outside of Growley. You see Bradders' car going left, right. You can't really tell where it's going, but we'll see. But TY has had to wait at the back because his lag is really bad as well. But Bradders might have to do the same thing here, we'll have to see. But everyone else down to the end of the straight. There's Bidster, as though the camera goes really funny and gets a really big close-up of him, but very weird. As Pash is now into 3rd, so Intrepid 4th, so he's Neil Farmack in the lead, Bert 2nd, Pash 3rd, Intrepid in 4th, Blake 5th, Darren 6th, Stevie in 7th. Got Cy Racing and Bidster 8th and 9th. We've got Bradders not in 10th, but the lag is really bad on his car, as we'll see in a moment. You see, he goes around this corner, and it's drifting, it's lagging all over the place. Nifty and Growley can see this, and they're like, what the hell's going to go on? Is the car going to walk towards us? Is it going to take us out? We will have to see, but we'll see how it goes for now. But meanwhile, Pash has passed Bert. Pash is up to 2nd place. He's passed Bert. We'll get that in the first half replays later on. But Pash is up to 2nd place. So it is now a Smoking Tyres 1-2 here at Sugo. Good for the team points. And we'll have to see how that's going to help him later on. But also good for the championship points as well, because Neil's in a good fight with Stevie at the minute for 3rd place in the championship. Further back we've got Stevie there. We've got Stevie on the back of Darren. He's closing up to the back of Darren here. We've got cars off further back. We've got on the grass, Growley and Twerdy going for the undercut, getting through. Growley then just letting him go through, just trying to get up to speed again on Project Cars. As we've got Nifty's off. Nifty's been off as well as Twerdy, and Bradders is almost stopping now on the straight. I think Bradders is going really slow. He's letting everyone go because he knows his lag's really bad. He's going to have to go around at the back because of his bad lag, unless it decides to rectify itself. He's keeping right to the inside. I would imagine he'd let Twerdy and Nifty go, and he is. And he's going to have to run round at the back for a while. So unlucky for Bradders, but he's been told to run. He's been instructed by the admin to run at the back because of the lag, which is affecting people's races. So obviously people with lag will have to oblige that. So, back with the race then, it is Intrepid and Blake having a nice little scrap down towards turn 1. Intrepid on the inside, Blake trying to go for the outside, but no way around there, as we've got Bert just ahead of us on the road as well. Further back we've got Growley and Twerdy, they're all close together at the back. Bradders, his connection seems to have stabilised now, he's at the back of the field, so he's just got the his internet connection's not got as much to try and do if he's at the back on his own a little bit, so we'll see how that develops as Twerdy, Nifty and Growley are all together now. Growley's got Twerdy and Nifty right behind him into the left-hander, which leads through a little chicane. The front wheel drives will be a bit more better through here than the BMW will. Having said that, not a bad run there from Growley out the corner, bit of a shortcut, but alright. Twerdy makes a mistake, Nifty closes up, but all same. Meanwhile, Bidster is on Stevie. Bidster and Stevie round 100 and whatever. It's that many times these two are together on track. Into the right hander at the bottom. Oh, Bidster trying to go around the outside, door-to-door contact. Stevie's like, no, you're not. And Bidster's like, yes, I am. He's on the inside now, right around the outside of him. Takes the inside. Stevie's trying to go through. Bidster gives him space. They do respect each other, these two, but on track, my word, it turns into some right scraps. But Bidster is through. Stevie now on the attack now, trying to keep up with the Renault in front of him. Meanwhile, Blake and Intrepid and Bert have all sort of spread out a bit. Intrepid, so it's Bert third, Intrepid fourth, Blake fifth. Then we've got Bidster and Stevie coming over the start-finish line together. Stevie in the BMW trying to catch up in the draft down towards turn 1. But Bidster will be quite late on the brakes here in the front-wheel drive. The front-wheel drive's brakes are a bit better than the rear-wheel drive BMW. The BMW might have a bit more of an advantage next time out at Watkins Glen, we'll have to see. It's going to be a wet race at Watkins Glen followed by a dry race, so we'll have to see what happens there, and that should be some entertaining race to round off the season. It's been a brilliant season this. It's been a pleasure to commentate on as Bidster goes on 2 wheels there. Plenty of action this season, a few more crashes than we thought, but remember, this is our first full season with well, I would say, yeah, first full season with at least 11 cars on track each race, so brilliant stuff here by everyone, and good racing all round. Meanwhile, Blake further in front is right behind Intrepid, trying to close up right to the back of him as we see another close-up shot there as he closes up on Intrepid, and they're not really closing up on Bert anymore, but Pash and Neil are getting away in the back at the front. As Bidster now has got his pressuring Darren. Darren trying to keep Bidster back here. Let's see if he can keep the champion back out of the corner. Darren goes to the inside. It's a long corner to defend round as Bidster might get a good run here. He could get a good run down towards turn 1. Meanwhile, down towards turn 1 we've got Blake and Intrepid. They are definitely alongside each other down towards turn 1. And down we go. The Megane should have the better top end speed, but the Intrepid will be better into the corner. Squeeze together, side by side round turn 1, still side by side on the exit, but Intrepid's got it in the Mercedes. Meanwhile, Bidster's on the inside of Darren, and he's gone through into 6th place. Bidster through into 6th, Darren down to 7th, and Stevie's now going to have to try and attack his fellow BMW compatriot. It's not his teammate, but well, Stevie hasn't got a teammate in this one, unfortunately. So if didn't get one assigned because we thought George would turn up for this one, but obviously not. And George will be independent for next season as Darren loses control on the grass. Good car control to keep it from spinning there on the grass, but Stevie goes through into 7th and tries now to chase down Bidster again. So we're at the halfway point now, guys. We'll just get some replays in of that first half action for you now. Here's the replays from the first half of the race. Okay, here's the replay of the start then on board with Twerdy. So watch here as we get going. Brandon's car doesn't get going very well, but then all of a sudden it catches up to him in the lag, and then it ends up taking him out with the lag, and then Bidster and Si have nowhere to go. Over goes Twerdy, and on his wheels. Brilliant ending. Here's another look on that on board with Bidster. You can see Brandon's car moving with the lag there. Then Twerdy sets off. You see there, it sets off, and then all of a sudden he catches up with the lag, and then hits him, and round he goes. We have nowhere to go. We just get underneath him, we get away with it, but Twerdy is left barrel rolling for his life. And now here's a look at what happened to Bert on the lap 1, so into turn 3, runs very, very wide, and Intrepid then takes advantage of the inside, but then actually they're together. Bert still alongside Intrepid on 2 wheels, Bert almost on 2 wheels, and Bert holds on to his 2nd place. A bit robust, but he holds on. And here's another battle on lap 1 further back. Growley, Ninja and Stevie. See there, Ninja goes wide, goes off the track. Stevie's now on the inside of Growley into the corner. Growley just turns in, and Stevie's there, and they go off, and Growley recovers, and Stevie recovers as well, but he's a bit further ahead, and then Growley just has to watch out for Wtcr and Bradders also. Here's a replay, what happened to Nifty on lap 2 then, so he goes obviously Bradders' car's lagging, then all of a sudden bang, comes back on track and takes us out clean, and that's what caused Bradders to have to slow down and let people go back through. Okay, here's a replay of something else that happened on lap 3 that we missed earlier, so watch, as we go out of here, watch Growley's car. As we go out of this right-hander onto the straight, Growley goes onto the AstroTurf, hits the grass, power on, and then loses control of the car, hits Twirdy and himself off into the wall. He's off, Twirdy's off, he's recovering, and then Growley's trying to recover and it takes a bit longer, but yeah, Growley makes a mistake and Twirdy is the innocent victim. And now back to the racing action. As we come back from that, Neil Farmack for the second race in a row, leading out by a mile. He's got 4.5 second lead over his teammate Pash in second place, who has then got a further 4 second lead over Bert in third position. So good from Bert there. He's trying to close up best he can. He's doing a good job here in third place. Intrepid has got Blake behind him still, pressuring hard. Blake gets a good run out of the corner. That could be the run he needs down towards turn 1. We'll have to see, because the Brigand will have more speed in he is. He's closing. You can see that, but the Intrepid might just have enough towards the end. And he just moves out, has a little look just to try and put him off in his mirrors, but no, Intrepid doesn't fall. He goes a bit wide though, but he's gone wide. Drifts the car back in. The Mercedes twitch there, and he gets the car back in on line. There's Bids. Stevie with Darren behind. Darren's doing very well in this race, I've got to say. He's got some good pace in that BMW. It's good to see him with the pace to stick with the midfield runners to front runners. Good job there by Darren. There's Intrepid there in fourth. He's got Blake right behind him. Blake closing and closing. Looks like he had a good run through the first sector, and he's closing in on Intrepid now. And there's a big lap time difference, because obviously these guys are all fighting, and the guys out front, the Smoking Tyres crew of Neil and Pash, 1:26.3, 1:26.0 for Pash. Absolutely brilliant lap times then from the front, so they're just pulling and pulling away from the rest. As Blake then goes up the inside of Intrepid, now's the time, goes down the inside, sees a gap, bit of a door bash there, but he goes through in touring car style by Blake there. Bit naughty really, but again, you know, Intrepid did leave the door open. Blake did go down the inside. There was a bit of door rubbing, but you know, that's it. He goes through into fourth place. Intrepid now in fifth, and Wtcr on the back of this now in sixth place, looking for more points for his team. Because remember, Bradders is now, his connection's now stabilised a little bit, I think, so he's back fighting in 11th place, because we've got Twirdy and Growley who've gone back down the order. We've got Nifty and Cy Racing having a good battle here. BMW versus Mercedes. And the Mercedes on the inside of the BMW, but the BMW will get a better run onto the straight, and it will stay ahead as they go down towards turn 1. Blake and Intrepid still close. Blake's ahead, Intrepid trying to get back, and now Wtcr's on the back of both. Here we go, 3-car train now for fourth. Blake's is Wtcr. Oh, that wasn't a move, I don't think he expected Intrepid to brake that hard into that uphill left-hander. So Wtcr just having to make sure he's awake. Intrepid making sure he's awake. But into the next corner, we're okay through there as Nifty and Cy Racing still close together. Nifty is ahead of Cy Racing, with Bradders closing up in 11th. So it's a shame he had to back off for the connection, but it's what had to happen. TY's connection stable now, but he's back in 14th place. He's got Growley for company, but he's a couple of seconds ahead. Meanwhile, Wtcr's still on Intrepid. Wtcr's passed Intrepid. I would imagine that'll be the McGann speed down the straight, and he's now, look at it, he's attacking all over the curbs. He's right behind Blake. He loves these touring cars, Wtcr, but so does Blake. Blake's got a lot of experience in these touring cars too, and he will make it his mission in life for the next 5 minutes to try and stop Wtcr from getting past. And I can tell you that Wtcr's head will be fuming with red smoke by the time this race comes to an end, because Blake is a good defender. He will keep that place as long as he can, but Wtcr will try and attack as hard as he can. Down towards turn 1. Here we go into turn 1. Wtcr closes up. You get to know the personalities of the people in LPB racing. If you keep watching all our races, you'll get to know how people drive. Wtcr's one of the more aggressive attackers, and look, he's trying to get through. But we're all fair in this group, all fair and clean. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like what you see so far. And for more battles and races like this, don't forget to check out our old channel called Bidster, which is the channel of the bit of Bidster there. That's his channel, so my channel, because I'm talking fourth, try not to break the fourth wall, but I just have. But yeah, but go on to the channel Bidster at the top of your screen there. You're currently watching Bidster, that one. That will give you the videos from old time, because we used to use the old channel. Now we use an LPB Racing specific channel, which you are on. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we're always looking to get more videos out there. As Blake is holding on to Bidster, Bidster will have that red mist glowing up inside of him. He'll be fed up of seeing that Momo sponsorship on the back of that car. He will want to get past, but he's got to be patient. He's got to do it in a way that's fair and clean. Tries to go down the inside. Blake defends. Blake saying, no, you are not going that way. You are not going that way, sunshine. I am having this place, and no, you are not going past. Bidster saw a gap, he was going to go for it, and Blake just tapped him and says, no you don't, you're not going that way. As they go over the timing line now, they're almost side by side, Bidster on the outside, Blake on the inside, Intrepid rubbing his hands together, thinking please take each other off, please take each other off. As you go into the corner, Bidster round the outside of Blake, then confidence on the brakes or what? Bidster goes through into fourth place, Blake then couldn't hold him off, and now he's got to hold off a very impatient Intrepid behind him in the Mercedes as well. Brilliant battles this, as you go into the corner, and we'll just while they're coming out of that corner, we'll just have a look at Cy Racing and Bradders closing up on Cy Racing, and Cy goes wide, Bradders onto the inside then, oh jeez, Bradders, that was no way of a gap there, that door was always going to close, and Bradders learns the hard way, but yeah, he's lost time there, and Twerdy will close up now. Growley and TY having a nice battle further back as well. Growley on the inside, TY on the outside on the brakes, just the confidence on the brakes for TY. Straight through into 13th, and Growley down to 14th. Meanwhile, Blake and Intrepid now are still battling for position, but Bidster's been freed. He will now go and try and chase Burt if he can, as he goes over the curbs there, but Blake has still got that threat of that Mercedes behind him. And Intrepid needs to close up around these corners best he can, because that McGann will escape his grasp on the straight. Go around the corner there, nicely done, as Bradders and Cy Racing are quite close. He's close up to the back of Cy Racing. Cy Racing goes wide, Bradders on the outside now for the next corner, because it's a left-hander. Cy Racing gives him the space. Oh, he goes through. You're not getting past me that easy, mate. No way, Jose. These brave and bold cars, the Bradders and Bidster cars, not really having the best time of trying to get past people in this one. People really trying to hold them up, but they're doing a good job. But Blake and Intrepid still together as we're on now to the last lap of this race. Neil Farmack, we've not seen much of him. That's a hill, that's it. There's Neil Farmack in 6 seconds ahead of his teammate Pash, in fact almost 7 seconds now ahead of his teammate Pash. There he is, Pash coming out the previous corner, big lead there for them too, and Pash has got another 5 second lead over Burt. But Burt has been caught by Bidster, who's put in one of the fastest laps of the race, a 25.7 last time round. Bidster's on the move here, but I don't think he's got the time left to catch Burt. He needs another lap after this, I think. But further back we've got Bradders and Cy Racing. I think they're having a battle. I think Bradders has got through. He has. Bradders has got through past Cy Racing. And Cy Racing now back to 11th, but he will try and keep Bradders in sight if he can. But Bradders is starting to pull away ever so slightly now. Here comes Burt and everyone, but Neil Farmack is going to win the race. Neil Farmack, another dominant win here at Sugo. Wins race 2. Well done to Neil. Maximum points again for him in this one. Brilliant race here. I think Bidster's just nicked the fastest lap off him, but Pash gets second place. It's a 1-2 for the Smoking Tyres squad. Well done to them. Burt holds on to third place with Bidster behind in fourth. Good position for him, and Bidster in fourth as well. Blake fifth with Intrepid just behind in sixth place. Good battle with them two on track as well. Stevie's going to be in seventh, with Darren is going to be in 8th. A good position for Darren in this one. Very impressed with his run. Darren, 8th place for him. Nifty is going to be in 9th. Decent recovery, but didn't help at the start. Bradders is going to be in 10th, and we've got a side-by-side between Cy Racing and Twerdy for the line. It's Bradders in 10th, but who's going to get 11th? It's going to be toe-to-toe on the line. It's just going to be Cy Racing from Twerdy. Just holds on the BMW from the McGann. And TY is going to be in 13th place. Recovers 1 place after having to stop for the lag, but not what TY wants, really. And he'll probably end up missing next season because of it, unfortunately. But Growley is going to be in 14th. So we'll just get the replays of the second half in for you first. Here's the replays from the second half of the race. Here's something we missed from the second half. It is Nifty going down the inside of Cy Racing. Cy Racing runs very wide there. Nifty's actually got the car on the inside. Cy Racing doesn't see him. And Nifty then makes the move and goes through into 9th place. Okay, here's the replay of Bidster's move on Intrepid on lap 7, just after Nifty got past Cy. On the inside goes Bidster. Intrepid leaves him with loads of room, and Bidster hooks the curb on the inside and goes through into 5th place. Here's a replay of some epic action on lap 8 between Bidster and Blake, as we're on board with Bidster. So we go up to the outside and Blake comes across. No, you do not go that way. And then we go into this corner, round we go, and Blakeney really hugging the inside. You are not going this way, you are going the long way. Bidster hopes there's a little gap, but then dummies to the outside, and then battle resumes. Okay, here's a replay of some last lap action that was epic that we missed. Cy Racing runs wide. Bradders then on the inside into the left-hander and goes through into 10th place. Twerdy then tried to take the opportunity but couldn't quite make it stick and makes a little mistake there over the curb. And after we come back from that, we will now take you to the results. Okay guys, here's the results then from race 2 at Sugo. It is Neil Farmack who wins. Well done to Neil Farmack, 2 in a row, with Pash, his teammate, in 2nd place behind him. Then it's Burt in 3rd, a good podium position for him, with Bidster suffering down in 4th place with the penalties. Blakeney in 5th. It is Intrepid in 6th, with Stevie in 7th, we go over the page. And then it's Darren in 8th, with Nifty Dart Ninja in 9th. Cy Racing finishes in 10th, with Twerdy 11th. Then we've got Bradders in 12th after the lag, and then TY in 13th place, and Growly Bear back in 14th. And as you come back from that then, there is your winner, Neil Farmack in the Renault there. Well done to Neil Farmack in the green and black Renault. Just get a nice shot of him coming into here. There we go. There he is. Good result there from Neil. 2 wins in a row here at Sugo, the Sugo master in the touring cars. And we will see you guys next time for race 3, which will be the last track of the season, which will be Watkins Glen for races 3 and 4. And race 3 might be slightly wet. So we'll see you for that one, guys. Take care. Thank you for watching another race by LPB Racing. Hope you all enjoyed that one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave your comments down below. And next time, guys, it's going to be race 3 of the last round of the championship, which will be at Watkins Glen Short in the rain.